Well, here we go. Little stroll down the early iron lane here. Really nice F12. Got some pictures of him in the parade this morning. And this one's especially nice. It's a 1530 McCormick 1530. Really well done on rubber. Beautiful though. The F30 is there. She almost. Well, we'll see if he wears it. A nice WD-40 just sitting here chattering away, and looks like they're gonna get her up on the trailer and haul her home. Some people starting to bug out already. A lot of people come a long ways to get to these shows, so they have to stay a fairly short time. But nice rig. Well, good morning, everybody. This is Brady Boy coming at you. It's Saturday morning, the 28th of June, 2025. And we're back at the Missouri State Fairgrounds for Red Power Roundup. And it's fairly early in the morning, so I thought I'd make a sweep up these tractors here. We got a really nice Super HV here, high prop version. Beautiful tractors here. Things go kind of slow here. People on golf carts here. Gorgeous setup. In fact, I think I'm going to pull over here and take some pictures of this this little trio: a C, a Super H, and a Cub. 1950 model white demos. Everybody's heard of the gold demos, but the white ones are even more rare, I believe. Okay, here we go again. With any luck, we'll get back down the other end. We'll turn around and come back, and we'll do the other side. Beautiful morning, that's for sure. I think we're going to get more pictures of golf carts than we are tractors here. Not near as many tractors here as there was the last time. Oh, there's an original 49M. Lots of tractors in their work clothes, as we used to say here. A Super HTA, which is the back half of probably a 300 and the front half of a Super M. Take a little pause here for a minute, and here we go again. Nice M, WD9, like those big boys. Here's the Bayless family's couple of gold demos, and they're original. And I understand they're going to leave them like that. A beautiful setup. We got a 412 gold plow hooked to a 826 gold demo. Beautiful setup. Well, this bad boy just came rolling up. I have no idea what model it is, but she's just sitting here rumbling along. She's a beauty, got Missouri plates on her. Pretty nice. Here's a big boy, Steiger 2200. I'm not really familiar with Steiger nomenclature, so but it's a beast. Saw it in the parade yesterday. Pretty wicked sounding, but it's a big boy. Beautiful 806. Kind of on the wrong side of him for videos, but he's a gorgeous one. Love the sound of him. And we got some tractors shuffling around. Here's an original 504 there, and it looks like a fairly original what's that, a 1530 McCormick. Got a little traffic jam here this morning. Over there, a beautiful 400. Well, let's just cruise along here on this side and see what we see. Yet another HTA, not the same one we saw just a few minutes ago. And it's 1256 gold demo. I know that's wrong. But like I've probably said before, his tractor, he can paint it wherever he wants. We're back about to the end of this row where we started a few minutes ago. Back with the green monster here. It's a beauty though. Wish it doesn't have any signage or anything on it. It just pulled up. I don't seem to be able to get enough of this Herman collection. It's out of, the tractors are stored in Herman, Missouri, and the gentleman who owns them all lives in Arizona. Of course, I think he's probably got more than one home to have this kind of a personal collection. And here's another perspective. I just kind of relocated further around the arena here. Yeah, that 1568 down there. I don't know if I can zoom in. That's the Bayless family tractor. All the rest of them belongs to Telephus, Jack Telephus, I think is how you pronounce his last name. So and down there in the corner, I think it's an F12, F14. I think it's an F14. They're rebuilding. We got, I think, till sundown tonight. Now let's go for a stroll. So at this end, we start off with a 5288, a 5088, and then we have, I think it's probably a Hydro 100. It says Hydro on the side, so oh, scaring the folks here. A 1468, and the guy has a thing for front wheel assist. So yeah, it's not so crowded down here today, and people are kind of dodging me. 1026. There's a nice old 12. These are on the to-do list. And a little 284. I suspect that's probably imported from Japan. Here's a Steiner's display. They're not Steiner's tractors, but Steiner's one of the sponsors. Oh, that glare coming through that garage door. But when you're in a tractor show, you can't be fussy sometimes. Okay, so on the other end, we got an 826 gold demo, already done. 54. And again, these are all, I think they're just about all front wheel assist tractors. A 3488, 32, 1586. Another 14, 1086, 886, and a 786. And 786, you don't see too many of those. But I think this gentleman's pockets are deep enough there he can find them. And when he does find them, he can get them. Take a little tour of the 74, 72s here. Just had a chat with Max Favorite. Well, I guess it's his son's now 74, 88 that he actually drove from the gate up at Hinsdale when he collected it, and I guess the son's okay, thank you. The son's talking of cleaning it up, restoring it, because it's set for quite a while, some years in a fertilizer shed. The last time I saw it was sitting in a fertilizer shed collecting dust and bird droppings. So anyhow, he's it'd be nice. We got a show coming up, a Red Power Roundup in a few years up in Michigan. He wants to take it there. So the guys and the gals, I guess, are feverishly working here. I don't know what their due time is when they're supposed to have this done, but they're feverishly working on it. Fortunately, they don't have any sheet metal to worry about. Engine, radiator, and a little additional plumbing. Quite the effort, though. I think it's a 14. It's got the raised steering wheel. The 12s, F12 steering wheel shaft was horizontal, straight back, and ended up being almost between your knees. Not that I have any experience on one of those. Hang in there, guys. Well, here's yet another perspective of the Herman collection. I think it's Hermman. It's a place, Herman, Missouri. Oh, sorry, 1M, Hermann. That's the first time I've noticed the sign. I guess I'm not very observant this time of the morning. Well, let's go for a ride and a walk. Well, here we are, folks, the beginning of the third and final parade. It's Saturday, last day of Red Power Roundup, Sedalia, Missouri. And it must be just about 10 o'clock, because that's when the parade always starts. And the leaders are always a couple of fire trucks, or at least they have been this year. It varies from show to show. Here comes a beautiful special edition Scout. I had a closer look at it yesterday. It is gorgeous, that's for sure. Here's another creation. I think the only thing international on that thing is the cab. I think they have the trucks and the Scouts pretty much leading the parade this year. Well, that one needs some love. Nice wheels and tires, and the engine works. It's a 1970 Scout, bright orange. Ma's driving and Pa's riding shotgun. And here is the last Scout off the production line from Iowa. He makes most of the Red Power Roundups. I don't know if he drives it or hauls it. Them H's, those letter series tractors, they just purr right along. They just purr right along. Got a bit of a gap between tractors here. Well, are you going to make a liar out of it? Well, it sounds like she's not running right. Beautifully cosmetic restoration, but I don't know. The engine needs something. An original 350, that's for sure. Sounds like she's running pretty well. 560. Looks like it's just nice original condition. Beautiful 350 diesel. Not sure where he's going. Grabbing the gear, pulling the TA back. Trying to go a little bit slower. And here's a gorgeous 1206. Got the hound dog on there again today. Saw him yesterday in the parade. I guess the dog likes to be, likes to ride, likes to be with the boss. Love the big throaty diesels. What more can a guy ask for? A blonde on a Super MTA. Real nice paint job. Oh, here comes a really sweet 1066. Nice set of steps for us older guys. Comes a little hot rod. $15.72 Cub Cadet diesel. Comes a beautiful 1066. Looks like he lost the cab. She's a beauty though, that's for sure. Ooh, Hydro 1066 with a cab, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. $34.88 Hydro. Young kids having a good time in there. There's a real nice 1468. 1973 model. Beautiful, beautiful. He's got the cab, and the cab looks as good as the rest of the tractor. Here comes a crowd pleaser. See them at a lot of the shows too. The kids love it. Pretty entertaining. V8 on there. He's able to keep up with traffic. Here comes Mr. Niemeyer. He's got the 240. Yesterday he had the 340, and both of those things are just have incredible restorations and paint jobs on him. Wow, really nice. 1958 240. Uh-oh. 230's getting anxious. Nice little Cub. You need to unfurl your flag. A little one bottom plow on the back there. Good garden tractor. A smooth, quiet 1011. Or excuse me, 1110 rather. Oh, little guy in there waving. Really nice M. Beautiful M. 1948 model. And what do we got? Kind of a mellow yellow Scout here. This guy must be in a hurry to get to the garden. Work some grass, or work some ground rather. Here's a shop mule doing his stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure why like they go in front of the announcer, then all of a sudden they start grabbing a gear and think it's a drag race instead of a parade. Nice little A coming. Got his umbrella. Super A rather, excuse me. And a little disc. Got a good looking 1456. Looks like it's original but cleaned up a bit. Felt the need to give it some gas. Diesel rather. Now here's somebody got a real nice Farmall 400, and he's in parade mode. Just kind of a nice, easy, steady gait out and out. He's going to take off too. Beauty though. Beautiful tractor, beautiful paint. Little Cub. One of the new ones. They build them till about 74, 76, I think it is, in the ballpark. Well, good-looking old McCormick Deering diesel. Beautiful, yeah, WD-40. Still got the lugs, but he's got a strap around the inside set so he won't tear up the pavement, keep it off the pavement. WD-40 McCormick Deering. And here comes the little brother. I believe it's a 1020. Yeah, McCormick Deering 1020. He's got rubber lugs on there, which is kind of nice. Ride's a little bumpy, jiggling quite a bit. Here comes another one of those smooth, quiet Farm All H's, 1940 model. That's a beauty though. A lot of pride and ownership around here. And here comes a little F12 with the horizontal steering shaft that we chatted about earlier. The F14 was very, very, very similar tractor, but one of the improvements was the steering wheel was raised up by putting a brace under it and having the shaft up a little higher. Okay, what do we got here? Got us a Super MTA. Really nice looking tractor. Beautiful paint job. Looks really good. Well, it looks like they've even snuck in some people movers into the parade. They got a pretty good circuit around here, and they've got 3 or 4 of them. They make trips out to the parking lot, big parking lot, and then they load them up and drop them off at various points around the show. If the tractors are red, but looks like they commandeered the wagons from John Deere people. Good way to see the show. Cuts down on the wall. Here comes a beautiful 660, which was the big dog around back in the day. Probably a 5 plow under most conditions. Got the kids with them. Got the kids with them, enjoying that. Making memories. Very nice Super MTA. Popular tractor to buy. It was a single year tractor, 1954. Then they came out with the 100 series later, you know, just after the Super MTA. And then, of course, the 300, 400s, 200s, they all had the TA. Here's a beautiful 450 LPG, liquid propane gas. And the fast hitch on the back. Beautiful F30. 1936 model. Well, they jumped the gun on the paint job. They didn't start painting them red until 1937. But still real nice tractor. Real nice Super C. Having a pretty nice parade today. Very often the last parade of the show is kind of short because people pack up and leave kind of early. And here's a bit of a novelty. The Cub Cadet High Clear. Got a little disc on the back. AV, A vegetable. Getting them tractor rides in a hurry. 1947 M. Beautiful paint job. Here comes a genuine imitation gold demo. No such thing as a 1256 gold demo. Anderson, the CEO of the Dirt Boys LLC, the 5388, combination 5488, and case IH 7130. Cruising along very nicely. Now there's a nice pre-37 F20. Look good, look good. Here's a beautiful Super HV, H vegetable, high clearance, 54 model. Gorgeous restoration on that. Startled me. Beautiful rig. Beautiful. I'll try to get the information off the front of it a little later. It wasn't on there when I had a close-up look this morning. Here's what looks to be an original 1206. I guess he's thinking he's not going fast enough now. Here's the 1206 from Parkin Farms. Great restoration on that. Great couple of people too. 1967. Oh no, it's gonna change gears. And they weren't known for their smooth shifts. An M with a loader. Junior's driving. Just idling along. Good looking F20, a 1938 model. So it's the right color. Looks like it may never have been repainted. So it's kind of correct. Grandma's on her 41B again. She looks like a happy camper. Got it set up with 2 seats, which is very often the case. It's a nice cruising around the showgrounds vehicle. And I think this might be our last participant. It's a 48 Cub with a number 100 spreader. A nicely turned out 49H, pulling a little Genius 2-bottom plow. Nice looking rig, nice looking rig. Comes another project. Looks like a 30s style international truck. And here comes the green monster, Steiger 2200. It sure bellers, that's for sure. That's for sure. Now I'm thinking that's the last tractor in the parade, but I've been wrong this morning already. Just gonna take a little cruise along here. Beautiful CA with a single bottom plow on the back of her there. Just doing a little cruise. Try not to get run over. Super C there really looks good. Really a beautiful Super C. A lot of tractors in their work clothes, as they say in this show. Take a pause up here and take a couple of pictures of this 674. Just don't see many of those around anymore. or at all for me. .674 original. Boy, I'm just jumping all over the place. This ground is really uneven. 73 model. It says 674G. Not sure exactly what that means. That's a noisy son of a gun. Woo! Well, here we got the small engine display. We got a little engine over there pumping water. And we got one over there running a wash machine. Nice little display of toy tractors here too. I guess that's how you dry your clothes. You hook a blower to a gas engine. Doing a lot of corn grinding here. Fascinating setup. A look at yesteryear. Keep your hands clear. They slide the corn down the chute, get shelled, end up with empty cobs down there in the ground. You can see that conveyor just barely moving down there. And another one down here. Getting rid of the cobs. Took the boys a while to put this all together. Let's go down and see how the washing's going. Well, it's better than taking it down to the river and beating it on a rock. Well, I'm just cruising again today. It's a 1975 44 Hydro and a beautiful 58 350 high utility. Yeah. And a little scooter that I discovered yesterday. It has nothing IH about it except for the paint. So, oh, here's a little 464. Don't see many of those. I think you may have to stop and get a stilt to carry on with our little stroll here. There's the Niemeyer family's just beautiful tractor, 240 58 model. I'm just kind of cruising. Last day of the show. I'm sure some of this stuff I know I've taken pictures and whatever before, but just like I say, just kind of cruising. The wrong side of the sunshine here. Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. That's a good looking tractor. That's quite the beast. And the MTA next to it looks good too.